Hello students. Last time in the first part of chemical bonding, we have read about ionic bond, and now after the ionic bond, now we will study the covalent bond. This covalent bond is a type of bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron, such as if I talk about the molecule of hydrogen. So in this hydrogen molecule, such as if I talk about the molecule of hydrogen. So in this hydrogen molecule, there are two hydrogen atoms. And as the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, so now the configuration of this hydrogen atom will be K1. This hydrogen atom is not stable because to get stability, the duplet of hydrogen atom should be completed. So now this hydrogen atom requires one more electron to get stability. And since there is no any presence of metal, so now the another hydrogen atom will go for the mutual sharing of electron with this hydrogen atom. Like these two hydrogen atom, they both requires one more electron, but no any metal is here to give electrons to this hydrogen atom. So now these hydrogen atom will go for the sharing of electron that can be represented by this kind of representation. Here I am going to represent one hydrogen atom by this symbol H, and the one electron of this hydrogen atom can be represented by using a dot. Here, this kind of representation where we use the symbol of atom to represent the type of atom, and in place of electron to represent electron we can use dot or cross kind of representation. This kind of representation is called dot representation. And since this dot representation for the covalent bond was given by Lewis, so the complete name for this kind of representation is, it is called Lewis dot representation for elements, or these are termed as Lewis symbol of elements. Now, if I talk about the another hydrogen atom, so this hydrogen atom, again it has one electron that can be represented by this kind of cross symbol. Now these two hydrogen atom will go for the mutual sharing of electrons. Like these two electrons, they will be in the mid position between these two hydrogen atoms, can be represented by this. And as these two hydrogen atoms are in mid between these two atoms, so they will be counted with each of these hydrogen atom. Like if I count the total number of electrons for this one hydrogen atom, so it will be having two electrons in the outermost shell, and as it has completed its duplet, so now this hydrogen atom is stable. Same for this hydrogen atom, it has two electrons in the outermost shell, and as it has completed its duplet, so again due to the completion of duplet, these two hydrogen atoms are stable, and to get stability they are forming the molecule of hydrogen that can be represented by this hydrogen and the another hydrogen atom, and a single straight line between these two to show one bond which is going to be formed by two electrons donated by each or shared by each hydrogen atom. Now, this pair of electron which is between these two atoms and which is responsible for the process of bond formation is also known as bond pair of electron. So now, as we have seen that here the bond is going to be formed by the mutual sharing of electron. Mutual means equal sharing of electrons. The both hydrogen atoms are going to share equal number of electrons. So here the bond which is formed by this kind of process is termed as covalent bond. So now we can write the required condition for the covalent bond is that this bond is formed by mutual sharing of electrons. And this kind of mutual sharing of electrons is shown between two nonmetals. So the way to identify this covalent bond is always it will be formed between two nonmetals. For example, now if I talk about the formation of nitrogen molecule, so this nitrogen molecule can be shown by the symbol N2. Here if I talk about each nitrogen atom, so the atomic number is 7 and the configuration will be 2 and 5. Here we can see that this nitrogen atom is not stable since the octet is not complete in this condition and it requires 3 more electron. If there would have been any metal, so metal would have lost or donated its electron to this nitrogen atom, but unfortunately here again a nitrogen atom is with the same configuration 2 and 5. So these two nitrogen atom requires 3 electron, and since these two are non-metals, so no any nitrogen atom is able to go for the loss of electron. Now, since these two nonmetals do not have the tendency to lose the electron, so now they will go for the bond formation by the sharing of electron that can be represented by this Lewis dot symbol. Nitrogen has 5 electrons in the valence shell. They can be represented by 5 dots. Same for the another nitrogen atom. It also has 5 electrons in the valence shell, and to differentiate the electrons of this nitrogen from the another one, now this time I am using cross to represent these electrons. Here these two electrons by the sharing will form one bond. The second bond will be by the sharing of another two electrons, and the third covalent bond will be formed by sharing of these two electrons that can be represented by nitrogen with another nitrogen atom, and a triple covalent bond is between these two. Here this nitrogen atom has two electrons or one pair of electron which is not going to participate in bond formation, and this kind of pair which doesn't participate in bond formation is termed as lone pair of electrons. Same for another nitrogen atom. It also has one lone pair of electron. So for this total nitrogen molecule, there are two lone pairs. And if I count the number of bond pairs for this nitrogen molecule, so as we can see that between these two nitrogen atoms, 3 covalent bonds are there. For the formation of one covalent bond, I need 2 electrons. 3 covalent bond will resultant in the sharing of 6 electrons that can be represented as 3 pair of electron. And here these 3 pairs of electrons due to which bond is going to form between these two nitrogen atoms can be termed as bond pair of electrons. So here total 3 bond pairs of electrons are and 2 lone pairs of electrons. Now, on the basis of this, that how many bond pairs exist between two nonmetals, now we will go for the classification of this covalent bond. If we go for the classification of this covalent bond, then the very first classification is on the basis of number of bond pairs. How many bond pairs exist between two non-metallic elements? On the basis of this, the covalent bond can be classified in 3 categories. The first one is single covalent bond. Like if I talk about the molecule of chlorine, molecule of hydrogen or molecule of fluorine, in this condition, these two atoms are bonded by single covalent bond due to the sharing of one bond pair of electron. So if the sharing of one bond pair of electrons occurs, in this condition, due to the sharing of this one bond pair, the resultant will be one covalent bond between the elements, and this kind of covalent bond is termed as single covalent bond. The second category is in the case if the sharing of two bond pair of electrons occurs. Now, by the sharing of two bond pairs of electrons will result in the formation of two covalent bonds between two atoms, and this kind of condition where two covalent bonds exist is termed as double covalent bond. Like if I talk about the molecule of oxygen, so to complete the octet of each oxygen atom, here the resultant will be sharing of total 4 electrons between these oxygen atoms, and these 4 electrons will be resultant in 2 bond pair of electrons can be shown by this kind of symbol, and this will be termed as double covalent bond. Same as if I talk about the molecule of ethene has the formula C2H4, so this can be represented as carbon with a double covalent bond with the another carbon atom, and each carbon atom is associated with two hydrogen atoms. Here, between these two carbon atoms, the sharing of 4 electrons is going on, and the resultant is double covalent bond between these two atoms. Now, the final and the last category for this kind of classification is in the case when the sharing of 3 bond pair of electrons occur. In this condition, the bond which will be formed will termed as triple covalent bond. Like as we have seen, the molecule of nitrogen or the molecule of ethane with the formula C2H2 are the examples of triple covalent bond. So this is the first classification of covalent bond, and the basis of this classification was how many number of electrons are going to be shared between these two atoms. Now we will be dealing with the second kind of classification.